Many pet parents, when they are facing cancer, tumors, or lumps in their dogs or cats, have the same first reaction. There is simply too much information and they don't know what to focus on first. We read countless articles, listen to endless advice, and look at dozens of products. And what happens in the end? We feel even more anxious, more overwhelmed, and more lost. What usually causes delays is not a lack of information, it's lack of clarity about priorities. Even when two pets seem to have the same cancer, tumor, or lump-related issue, the number one priority can be completely different, depending on the pet, the stage, and the overall condition. Some need treatment stage support first. Some need tumor trend management first. Some need wound care and day-to-day care burden support first. Others need to stabilize overall condition, metabolism, and daily wellness, especially in senior pets, before anything else. There is also a concern many pet parents don't say out loud at first, but carry in their hearts the whole time. Can things become more stable? Can we support a longer survival time? Can we support a better quality of life during tumor-bearing survival? And most importantly, is the long-term anti-cancer goal actually moving forward, especially the ongoing management of spread and metastasis trends? So today, we are not going to start with complicated jargon, and we are not going to start with abstract theory. We are going to start with something much more practical. What TCMVET Baituxiao can do in cancer, tumor, and lump-related treatment and care for dogs and cats. How to set priorities and why its value goes far beyond a single function. Let's begin with a core conclusion. TCMVET Baituxiao is not a single function product. It is a formula-based comprehensive solution. In other words, it is a product developed using the formulation logic of traditional Chinese veterinary medicine. Its core value is not just solving one isolated problem. Its core value is this: address the most urgent need first, then move the whole picture forward. Okay, first, let's quickly clarify 3 terms so we don't mix them up. A lump is usually the bump, mass, or nodule you first notice or feel on your pet. A tumor is a medical and pathological term, and it may be benign or malignant. Cancer usually refers to malignant, tumor-related conditions, and it often carries the heaviest emotional weight for families. So in this video, we'll use one clear umbrella phrase: cancer, tumor, and lump-related treatment and care in dogs and cats. It's easy to follow while still keeping the medical meaning accurate. TCMVET Baituxiao is a traditional Chinese veterinary medicine formula-based product for dogs and cats, developed for cancer, tumor, and lump-related issues. It is not a single scenario product that only fits one stage. It is not a simple pile of ingredients. This matters because it changes how you understand and use it. It does not only focus on the local lump itself. Through formula synergy, it supports 7 key whole body dimensions that are closely related to recovery, quality, and long-term anti-cancer management outcomes. 1. Immune function. 2. cell health and cellular energy status. 3. Internal environment balance. 4. Metabolic function. 5. Constitutional function and vitality. 6. Overall physical vitality. And 7. Daily comfort. This is its core value. It brings local tumor management, whole body condition maintenance, and long-term anti-cancer goals into the same framework, and helps more them forward together. Understanding TCMVET Baituxiao becomes much easier when you use 4 core goal categories. If you remember these 4 categories, you are much less likely to get lost in a sea of products and conflicting advice. The first category is treatment stage support. This category focuses on support needs during cancer and tumor-related treatment stages, including pre- and post-surgery, chemotherapy, combined anti-cancer treatment, higher risk complication stages, and whole body condition maintenance during treatment progressions. Many pet parents focus on one question only: is treatment happening? But in real life, what often affects outcomes just as much is this: can the treatment process move forward in a stable way? Slow post-surgery recovery, poor overall condition, appetite loss during chemotherapy, low energy, reduced tolerance, and even difficulty continuing the next round of treatment because the pet's condition keeps declining. These are all very common. The value of TCMVET Baituxiao here is helping support and stabilize the pet's foundational condition, so the whole treatment process can move forward more steadily. If your pet is in pre-surgery, post-surgery, chemotherapy, combined anti-cancer treatment, or a stage when higher complication risks, this category should be near the top of your priority list. The second category is tumor management, including long-term anti-cancer core goals. This is the most direct and urgent concern for most pet parents. But please remember this: tumor management is not just watching lump size. It is a structured set of goals, and it includes a long-term anti-cancer pathway. Its core goals include long-term anti-cancer support focused on managing spread and metastasis trends, support for inhibiting tumor growth trends, support for inhibiting cancer cell spread and metastasis trends, support for abnormal cell proliferation-related processes, support for improving the tumor microenvironment, support for softening, shrinking, and reducing lump-like masses, and support for delaying recurrence and progression trends as part of long-term management. In other words, tumor management is not only about how big the lump looks today. It also includes the long-term anti-cancer pathway, especially continuous attention to and support for spread and metastasis trend management. The most common daily worries for pet parents are usually these: will it get bigger again? Is it processing faster? Will it spread? Will it metastasize? Should we prioritize spread and metastasis trend management first, or lump shrinkage first? If we keep switching products, will results come faster? Those worries are completely understandable. But the more effective approach is usually not frequent project switching. It is turning tumor-related goals into an ordered management pathway. That means first clarifying the current top priority. Is it growth trend management first? Is it spread and metastasis trend management first as the core long-term anti-cancer priority? Is it shrinkage and softening first? Or is it reducing care burden and stabilizing whole body condition first, then pushing tumor management forward? Once the priority is clear, progress usually becomes much more stable. This is the core principle of the framework. Set priorities first, then move the whole plan forward. The third category is symptom and care support, including risk management. This category is extremely important because what truly exhausts most pet families is not just the diagnosis itself. It is the day-to-day care burden, plus the constant stress of sudden risks. Its core goals including reducing swelling and discomfort, supporting care and healing for tumor or cancer-related ulcerated wounds, supporting daily care coordination, helping reduce rupture risk in internal organ lumps as part of risk management, and supporting comfort and condition stability during relevant stages. This directly affects your pet's quality of life, and it also affects your care burden and emotional stress as the caregiver. In daily life, what pet parents deal with is not just a pathology report. It is swelling, discharge, ulceration, pain or discomfort, poor appetite, lethargy, and reluctance to move. These issues directly affect comfort and day-to-day condition. Frequent wound care, repeated cleaning, and constant worry about infection or sudden deterioration can significantly increase emotional stress. And when the issue involves an internal tumor or an internal organ lump, the anxiety can feel even heavier because the risk is less visible and families often worry about sudden decline or rupture. So this category is not just about care technique, it is a core part of risk management. If your current main challenge is heavy daily care burden, recurring wound issues, obvious swelling or discomfort, or strong concern about risks related to internal organ lumps, this category should move to the top of your priority list. The fourth category is foundational maintenance and long-term outcome goals. This category is often overlooked early on, but many pet parents later realize how critical it is. In many cases, it directly affects how much management room you have later. Its core goals include supporting metabolism and helping reduce overall bodily burden, supporting vitality for weak pets, post-surgery pets, pets in chemotherapy, and senior dogs and cats, supporting daily wellness and long-term condition maintenance for senior pets, supporting long-term anti-cancer management built on whole body condition maintenance, with a core focus on spread and metastasis trend management, supporting longer survival time, supporting more stable tumor-bearing survival, and supporting better quality of life and condition stability during tumor-bearing survival. In many cases, what determines how much meaningful time you may have together is not just the lesion itself. It is whether your pet can maintain enough strength, whether metabolic burden can be reduced, whether comfort can stay stable, whether energy and overall condition can remain stable, and whether you can keep the care and management plan going consistently over time. For most families, long-term management should not start only after recurrence or obvious worsening appears. Long-term anti-cancer goals should be part of the framework from the beginning, including ongoing attention to and support for spread, metastasis, and progression trends. What pet parents truly care about in the end is not just whether the lump gets smaller. It is this: can we move forward more steadily? Can we support a longer survival time? Can tumor-bearing survival become more stable and better in quality? Is our core long-term anti-cancer goal, especially spread and metastasis trend management, actually moving forward? The value of TCMVET Baituxiao is not limited to support in the current stage. It also lies in continuous support for the whole body condition dimensions we mentioned earlier. The more stable those dimensions are, the easier it is to maintain a stable management pathway, support better quality of life during tumor-bearing survival, and build a stronger foundation for longer survival time and long-term anti-cancer goals. This is especially important for senior dogs and cats. For most families, the real need is not a short-term push for just one stage. It is a more complete plan that supports daily wellness, vitality, metabolic balance, long-term condition stability, long-term anti-cancer management, including spread and metastasis trend management, tumor-bearing survival support, and a longer management window over time. If your pet is already in their senior years, or your biggest concern is stabilizing condition and extending meaningful time together, this category should be included in your priority framework from the start, not added only after obvious decline appears. Most pet parents eventually realize that the real problem is not having too few relevant products, it's having too many. The most common struggle is not, I have no options, it's this: not knowing how to choose, not knowing how to combine options, not knowing what to do first, switching directions too often, making a longer and longer list where execution becomes more chaotic. Spending a lot of time, energy, and money, and still not being sure whether the direction is right. This is where the value of TCMVET Baituxiao goes far beyond multifunction coverage. It offers a very practical benefit for pet parents. You don't have to stay stuck in constant second guessing, repeat trial and error, and frequent switching between many products. This does not mean it replaces everything. It means that, as a formula-based comprehension solution, it can place multiple core goals within one formulation logic and help move them forward together. Its value is not only that it covers multiple directions. Its value is that it puts your current priority and whole body condition maintenance into the same method, connects tumor management and long-term anti-cancer goals into one continuous pathway, helps reduce decision-making cost and trial and error costs, improves execution stability, and makes long-term consistency much easier. Simply put, less hesitation, less trial and error, and steadier, more ordered progress. The clearer the direction and the more stable the process, the more you can focus on what truly matters: whole body condition maintenance, long-term anti-cancer management, long-term care planning, and stable support during tumor-bearing survival. Now remember this one sentence above all else. When it comes to cancer, tumors, and lumps in dogs and cats, TCMVET Baituxiao does not only focus on the local lesion, it addresses local management, whole body condition, and the long-term anti-cancer pathway at the same time. From the perspective of traditional Chinese veterinary medicine formulation logic, it works through 4 core directions. First, supporting circulation, softening and dispersing masses, and helping move stagnation, so it can support management of lump and tumor-related states. Second, helping support internal balance and reduce overall burden, so that the internal environment is more supportive of recovery and long-term maintenance. And third, helping address accumulation and blockage-related states while supporting metabolic function, so management does not stay only at the surface level. Fourth, supporting vitality and strengthening the constitutional function, which is especially important for post-surgery recovery, chemotherapy stages, senior pets, and long-term anti-cancer support. TCMVET Baituxiao is not a pathword formula. It uses a coherent formulation logic to help move multiple core goals forward within the same framework. The most effective way to use TCMVET Baituxiao is not to keep adding random things as they come to mind. It is to make 2 adjustments first, then take 1 action step. First, identify the most important stage your pet is in right now. Stages can overlap, so begin with the most urgent one. Is it a treatment stage, such as chemotherapy or combined anti-cancer treatment? Is it a post-surgery recovery stage? Is it a high care burden stage with swelling, ulceration, or internal organ lumps risk? Or is it a long-term maintenance stage focused on whole body condition, long-term anti-cancer management, and tumor-bearing survival support? It is very common for one pet to fit more than 1 stage at the same time. The key is not forcing a single label. The key is identifying the most urgent and most important issue right now. Second, within the 4 core goal categories, decide the single top priority at this moment. Is it treatment stage support first? Tumor management and long-term anti-cancer support first? Symptom, care, and risk management first? Or foundational maintenance and long-term condition stability first? This step is extremely important. Most of the time, the problem is not that the plan is inadequate. The problem is that the order is wrong. And when the order is wrong, every step after that becomes slower, more chaotic, and more stressful. Third, use TCMVET Baituxiao to move the whole framework forward. Focus on the current top priority and apply TCMVET Baituxiao constantly. While addressing the current core issue, it also supports whole body condition maintenance, care support, metabolic and vitality support, long-term anti-cancer management with ongoing attention to spread and metastasis trends, and long-term tumor-bearing survival support. This is the core difference between TCMVET Baituxiao and single-function products. It does not just address one isolated point. It helps move multiple core goals forward in an ordered way within the same formulation logic. If you are feeling anxious right now about your dog or cat's cancer, tumor, or lump-related issue, please remember this. You do not need to solve everything all at once. You only need to get one thing right first. Identify your current top priority goal. Is it stabilizing the treatment stage first? Is it tumor management and long-term anti-cancer support first? Is it wound care and risk management first? Or is it stabilizing your pet's constitutional foundation and building support for long-term management first? Once the priority is clear, the value of TCMVET Baituxiao becomes much clearer. It does not require you to keep switching back and forth in anxiety and second-guessing every step. It helps you move core goals forward in a steadier, more ordered way within the same formulation logic. And this affects not only today's care and condition, it also affects your long-term management space ahead, a more stable long-term anti-cancer pathway, more stable tumor-bearing survival, better quality of life, and more meaningful time together with your pet. Most of the time, what makes things easier is not buying more products. It is having a clearer order. Finally, remember these 5 key points. Number 1, TCMVET Baituxiao is not a single function product. It is a formula-based comprehensive solution. 2, it can support your current core priority and whole body condition maintenance at the same time within one framework. 3, with TCMVET Baituxiao, you do not have to stay stuck in repeating, switching, and trial and error across too many products. 4, clarify priorities first, then move the whole plan forward with the same formulation logic. And 5, do not only watch lump size, also pay attention to whether long-term anti-cancer goals, survival time, and quality of life during tumor-bearing survival are moving forward more steadily. This is not just a slogan, it is a practical way to use TCMVET Baituxiao well, and a more reliable way to do the right thing in the right order and stay constant for your pet over the long term.